And we're live again, Mario. How are you?
Good, Andy. How are you, man?
I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Happy Thursday out there, everybody. Andy within South Florida and Mario Quintero with a one-stop shop happy hour coming to you every Thursday, every week at the 4 o'clock hour. It's 4:15 today.
4:15. We're running a little late.
We're running a little late, just a little bit late here. We had some technical issues here with a brand new studio that Mario is building and developing. Wait till you guys see the new facility.
Next week.
Next week. Wow. We're going to go from the little screen to the big screen. Yeah, without a doubt. Welcome, Susan. Welcome to the broadcast. Folks, this is the first time that you see us. We invite you. Thank you for joining us today. We do these videos with Mario every single week. For more information and to see more content, marioshomenews.com. Go ahead and check him out. Welcome, Mr. Mayor. Welcome, Fernando. A lot of people joining us already. I think everybody's used to this 4 o'clock one-stop shop happy hour, right? Folks, if you have any questions, we're live. Please type them in the comment section below, and Mario will definitely go ahead and get to you. Welcome, Gigi, on your phone over there. Mm-hmm. So, Mario, today's topic is interesting. Mm-hmm. I got a little whiff, and I think this is going to be great. What are the 6 main reasons that seniors see positive elements of a reverse mortgage?
Not just seniors, but, baby boomers, too.
Baby
the
boomers
young,
as
the
well.
young seniors.
Okay, okay. I like it.
So the first reason is the type of senior, and what we're going to talk about today is the 6 different types of seniors or baby boomers and why they think that a reverse mortgage is a positive product and why the different types use this product.
This is going to be good, though. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that may have heard the word reverse mortgage, but they really don't have an idea exactly what it is and who it's for.
And there's a lot of bad information out there. So today, hopefully, we'll clarify some of that.
Absolutely.
But the first type of senior is the one that we call the needs-based senior. This is a senior that is tapping into their savings and needs an extra amount of income every month in order to make ends meet and stay in their home where they're very comfortable. They've been there for many years so that they can properly age in place. So they're kind of short every month and they don't have any assistance or anything. They have their Social Security, maybe a small pension, and they're tapping into their savings. So this particular borrower is looking to basically enhance their monthly income. That's the first type.
Okay.
The second type of senior or baby boomer is the one that is looking to help family members.
Oh, okay.
And all these types that we're going over with are clients that we have helped with this product. So we know really in depth as to why they have done this.
Okay.
So what are some of the reasons that seniors or baby boomers have used the reverse mortgage in this category is to help their children and grandchildren. Okay. Sometimes they have helped with the student loans that their children or their grandchildren have. The next reason is they help their children with a down payment towards a house so that they can get their children into a home. And then the other reason sometimes is private schools. They help with the tuition for private schools. And we've seen seniors actually take a reverse mortgage to purchase a car for the grandchild.
Wow.
So that they can go to school and go to work and things like that.
Nice.
So those type of seniors handle or originate a reverse mortgage to help other family members. One of the things I want to mention about student loans is that the government right now is looking into if we have seniors that have their own student loans still out there, or they have co-signed a student loan for a child or a grandchild, and that student loan is not being paid, the government is looking into garnishing the wages from the co-signer, which is the senior. So if you're in this predicament, you need to make sure that you're aware of this because that potentially is coming down the road.
I didn't know that that was even possible, that the government could do that.
They can do that. Student loans and IRS debt, are the worst two debts that you can have when it comes to paying back the government. There's no recourse, there's no breaks. You can negotiate a little bit, but you better pay up because they'll garnish whatever you got.
I want to welcome Mr. Michael Miller. Michael made a comment that I was almost a senior. So, Michael, if I'm a senior, you've been there already.
I'm there.
He's there. I also want to welcome my mom. My mom is actually watching the broadcast.
Okay.
I had talked to you about my mom, and she was considering a reverse mortgage. So, Mom, listen up and get in contact with Mario here. I also want to welcome David Velasquez to the broadcast, Lewis to the broadcast. A lot of people going on the show today. Yeah, Michael, too funny, right? So, what kinds of financial needs?
Okay, so we already talked about the financial needs being short on cash and
Okay,
stuff like that.
okay.
We're going into the third type of senior now, which is when one of the spouses passes away.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
Right. So when one of the spouses passes away, what immediately happens to the other spouse is they lose those Social Security benefits that the spouse that passed away was receiving.
okay.
So for the surviving spouse, it's basically an immediate financial burden that they're facing.
Right.
Okay. And a lot of times they have the equity in the house. The house might be paid for, but if you lose $500 to $1,000 a month from your spouse's Social Security or more, that's a big hit for someone who's on a limited budget.
Right.
So that is the third type of senior or person that basically likes this product because it helps them financially. It also alleviates financial stress that they're feeling immediately, not just the passing and the losing of a loved one, but now on top of that, they have the financial stress, which is a huge burden.
Right.
So they're the third group that likes to use the reverse mortgage to enhance their financial situation.
Okay. And then when a caretaker needs the financial assistance, can that be?
Yes, so we have, and we're working with one right now, where we work with caretakers that are either a power of attorney
Okay.
over the senior because the senior is incompetent,
Okay.
dementia, multiple reasons, Alzheimer's, things of that nature, or a guardianship. We've also worked with the children that are guardians of their parents' estate.
Okay.
In both situations, both are permitted to occur. And in both situations, sometimes, and not sometimes, most of the time, we see where the caretaker is actually supplemented the monthly cost of the care of that senior.
Okay. Right.
A lot of them have people that they move into the house to watch them 24 hours a day,
Right.
feed them, bathe them, and watch over them.
Right.
So they're paying these people for that work. And then when you take the taxes and the insurance of the house and food and other expenses, sometimes the Social Security or the monies that they have available for that individual is not enough.
It just isn't enough.
And
Right.
we see caretakers that some of them have been spending anywhere from $500 to $1,500 a month to supplement
The expenses, right.
the expenses.
Right.
So that is the fourth category that we have worked with, and basically, they want that person to stay in the home. They don't want to put them in an assisted living. That was the arrangement before the incompetence occurred,
Right.
that senior wanted to age in place in the house and to do whatever it took.
And that's where the senior feels comfortable. I mean,
to
that's
keep them there.
that's where they have been.
That's correct.
Want to welcome David Arbetter again, watching our broadcast. Mario, we have to go there and have a couple dogs
have a
and do
couple
this
hot dogs.
do this live.
Best hot dogs in town.
David, if you agree, thumbs up in the chat, leave a comment there, and our next show will be at David Arbetter's. How's that? Yeah,
Will do.
yeah.
Will do.
Well, we have to get the thumbs up here for David. Welcome, Obi, folks. If you're first time watching us, my name is Andy with South Florida. We're here with Mario Quintero from the One Stop Shop. We do this show every week at the 4 o'clock hour on Thursdays. And today we're talking about reverse mortgages, seniors, and the 6 main types. Strategic financial planning.
So we have seniors that are in good financial situation. They are what we call high net worth seniors or baby boomers.
Okay.
They have anywhere from 1 to 3 homes. They have a brokerage account.
They're set.
They're set. However, most of these seniors come referred to us by their financial planner.
Okay.
Their financial planner over the years has put together a specific plan on how their investments will give them a certain return, and they don't want to disrupt their financial plan.
Very important.
So what they do is they take a look at a reverse mortgage for maybe a strategic 2 to 5 year period of time, where the person is going to take out a reverse mortgage, use the funds that are available in that home, and that home could be a home that's $500,000 to $2 or $3 million. Okay, and I'll give you an example of one we did like that in Key Biscayne, where they're going to use the funds available for a period of 2 to 5 years, and then they will wait for that home to appreciate further.
Oh, interesting.
And then when they hit the number that they're looking for, they will sell the home, but they didn't disrupt any of the other assets.
Right.
Okay? They used the money from the equity, and the rise in equity literally offset the use of the funds and the cost to use the funds.
Very smart.
So the best example I have like that is we had a gentleman in Key Biscayne, he and his wife, and he required 2 people 24/7 to assist his wife. And, gentleman had 3 homes. He had like a 75-foot yacht in the backyard on a canal. And the house at that time was worth about $2 million. And so when I talked to him, very, very smart gentleman, he said to me, he goes, look, I'll use this product. I'll use the monies you give me. And in about 2 years, this house will be worth $4 million. And he goes, that's what I'm going to sell. And then I'll just buy a condo on the other side of Key Biscayne for cash, and that's where I'll live the rest of my life. So these are high net worth individuals that have seen the benefit of using the equity in their current home in order to be able to offset the time and the money that they need for the next couple of years, with the idea that they're going to sell that home in 2 to 5 years, pay off the reverse mortgage, and move on to their final resting place.
So when you're talking about that reverse mortgage product, it's not one case fits all. There's multiple ways and multiple options to use that product depending on the situation that you're in at that time.
Of the individual or that family.
Right.
So, we talk to all these different families, and each one has a different need
one is
or,
unique,
or has a different objective. And based on that objective, the product itself can help any one of these 6 types.
And there's a lot of misconception out there in the media when you talk about reverse mortgage. Oh my God, it's like the worst thing in the world. And yet you've given us 5 examples of how they can be used to help the member of the family, the family members of the individual, all to good use and be able to continue to live in their home and be able to cover their needs.
Correct. That's absolutely right.
So the last one, Mario, do you have on your list is buying a home.
So this is the one that is least known, that you can literally use a reverse mortgage to buy a home.
Because it's not something that goes together, right? I mean, if you're looking for a reverse mortgage, why in the world would you want to buy a home?
It's a fairly new product for, let's say, the last 5 to 7 years, but still very unknown. I taught a class regarding the reverse home for purchase at all the real estate board offices here in Dade County several years ago. And the realtors that would show up would be maybe 8 to 15 realtors that had no clue that this product was available. And I can tell you right now that out of the 65,000 realtors in South Florida, there's probably a very small percentage that know about this product.
Wow.
So if you have, let's say, a buyer coming in from a high value state, like the Northeast or the Midwest,
Right.
and they're coming into Florida, okay, and they've got $1 million from the sale of their home in the state that they were coming from, and they're coming down here to buy a house for $500,000 or $600,000, then instead of letting them use up $500,000 or $600,000 of that cash, they could literally put half of that amount down. So on a $500,000 house, it'd be $250,000.
$250,000.
On a $600,000, it would be $300,000. And now they could keep $700,000 to $750,000 in cash, buy the house, and only pay for the taxes and insurance
Very
without
smart.
making a mortgage payment.
Very smart.
So I urge realtors that are listening to keep this product in mind, because you could basically have your clients buy more of a home with less money.
Less money.
Okay, so it's a great product. We had a principal here in Dade County a few years ago that wanted to buy in a 55 plus community up in Orlando, and she wanted to buy the house cash. It was like a $300,000 house, and I said, "Why are you going to use all your money?" And she goes, "What do you mean?" And I explained this to her. She goes, "You mean I could buy that $300,000 house and keep $150,000 in my checking account or my savings?" I said, "Yeah." She's the happiest person. She bought that house. She has a golf cart, one of those custom-made golf carts
Nice.
that she rides around the neighborhood in, and she's been up there now, I would say, about 6 years,
And she's comfortable.
and she's very comfortable.
All
with it.
because a real estate agent was able to advise her on the proper product to do and to buy and to use for her investment.
That's absolutely right.
So there's probably real estate agents that are watching out there, because they all do. They all watch the One Stop Shop.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, realtors, get in contact with Mario and he'll give you some more information on that. I mean, Mario, is there a fee for somebody to contact you and ask you about this reverse mortgage product?
No, I talk to a lot of people all the time. I give them advice, and if they want to move forward with the advice, then I can help them. Whether it's real estate related or mortgage related, I can help them with the information.
And for those of you that are watching this for the first time, you just heard him say real estate or mortgage. How does that work? I mean, can you do both, real estate or mortgage?
I can do both, except when the real estate transaction involves an FHA or a VA
Okay.
transaction. And then what we do is we refer that to an inside loan officer here in the office, which is not part of the real estate transaction, and then they close the transaction.
And that's why they call Mario the one-stop shop, because he can handle both sides of that real estate transactions. You can help them buy a property, you can help them sell a property,
finance
and
a
you
property.
can get the financing for the property as well.
Absolutely.
The one-stop shop. Folks, if you have any questions out there, please feel free to leave them in the comments section. If you're watching us live right now, if you're watching us on the replay, you can leave the comments as well. Mario, always interesting topics that you come up with. I mean, I don't know how you do this.
These topics are based on researching files that we have here in the office. And if you're listening today, or if you're going to share this to your friends and family, this broadcast was designed to plant seeds in family members or actual people that are looking at this product. We, a lot of times, deal with the family members. Wednesday I had a meeting with the son of a senior who was my first meeting. I haven't met the senior yet.
Right.
And, I answered a lot of questions for him. And we're probably going to be meeting up in about 7 to 10 days when he comes back from a trip. But he had specific questions that he wanted to ask on behalf of his parents. They got answered, and now we're going to the next phase. So if you have a parent or a grandparent that is looking into this product, give me a call. I'll be more than happy to answer the questions. Sometimes we have seniors that don't qualify financially.
Okay.
Maybe they have issues with their credit, or maybe they have too much debt and they can't qualify. We will give them some options in order to be able to get around that. And sometimes the option is to sell the house and take the equity out that way and maybe even go ahead and with the equity that's left over, get into a new house after they pay off the debt and the mortgage, get into a smaller home, and still have money saved up from the equity that they took out. So
A lot of options.
there's a lot of different ways to skin this thing, and it's just a matter of asking and being informed.
And each case is unique, and each case is an individual one.
Yep.
So it's a matter of knowing what plans are out there, knowing what products, and knowing basically how to place that individual in the best possible position or situation at that moment. Mario, what's the best number that somebody can get in contact with you with?
So here at the office, it's 305-598-1600. We handle this product throughout the whole state of Florida. So
Okay.
it's not just
Okay.
South Florida. Or after hours and on the weekends, my cell phone, 305-588-0451. And I do answer my phone.
He answers the phone all the time. Folks, thank you for the love. Get in touch with Mario if you're thinking of a reverse mortgage, if you have questions. If you thought about it before and you haven't done anything with it, the time is now. There's a lot of opportunities out there. Mario will be more than happy to answer any and all of the questions that you may have. And also, if you're out there and you're renting, Mario, I know that the end of the month is 2 weeks away. If somebody is going to be issuing that rent check again, what do they have to do? I mean,
They just got to call up and see if they can get pre-qualified. So we can help
yeah,
them find
stop renting.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
anybody out there watching is renting, why are you renting?
One other thing I want to add before I forget on the reverse mortgage, there's a lot of proprietary products that are coming out for condominiums that are not FHA approved.
Right.
And you know, every month there's a new version of that product coming out. So if you own a condo that it has a value of at least $400,000 or higher, and you've been waiting for the law to change, now is the time to look into it, because we do have proprietary products that we can do in a condominium environment that is not FHA approved throughout the whole state of Florida.
And this is the land of condominiums here in the
Yes,
South
it is.
Florida community. Maybe somebody wants to sell their house inland and move to the coast, move
never
to the
know.
beach.
Yes, sir.
I know there was a testimonial that you had recently on some buyers that moved into the Hollywood Beach area.
Well, we have, right now, we will be closing hopefully tomorrow on a listing that I sold. And the owner of that property is already moved into a condo on Miami Beach. So
Condo life on the beach.
that does happen.
You can't beat it.
I ran into her this morning to pick up the keys, and I said, "Have you been walking on the beach yet?" She goes, "No, I'm still unpacking."
Folks, Andy here within South Florida, Mario Quintero with a one-stop shop. Mr. Clear to Close, we didn't mention that. If anybody wants to know how that works, give him a call. He'll tell you how
They
that
can
works.
watch the video from last week.
They can watch the video
How
for
important the clear to close.
Yeah, they can watch the video. The videos are MariosHomeNews.com, folks. MariosHomeNews.com. Check out the sign here behind us. MariosHomeNews.com. A wealth of knowledge and information is on that website. You can check out all his videos, all his client testimonials, all the happy people that have moved and have bought homes and have got financing through the efforts of the one-stop shop here. They're all there. MariosHomeNews.com. Check it out.
So if you watch this, don't forget to share it with your friends and family. You never know who you're going to help with
Very
this
important.
information.
Very important. Are we going to talk to him about next week, or are we going to keep him in
No,
suspense?
I don't even have a plan for next week yet.
You don't have a plan. He doesn't need a plan. His plan is weekly as events unfold, as houses are closed and listings are taken. He talks about the turbulences and everything else. We haven't talked about turbulences in a while.
We'll see. They come.
MariosHomeNews.com. Check out the 88 turbulences video. You're going to love that one. Get some popcorn.
There you go.
Folks, thank you for the love. Andy here within South Florida. Thanks for tuning in each week with us. And we'll come to you next week. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And of course, we encourage you to share this video, share this broadcast, because as Mario said, the person that you touch may be a life that you may be able to change. Awesome.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Have a
Have
good
a
one,
great
guys.
week.